Chapter 43. Two Little Horns. Marked for what? They said insurance was security. We learned it was a trap. Tree of Wampus. 3 nights in jail. 7 days involuntarily held in a psych ward. And still the hardest part of the last year, trying to survive the system they pretend is there to help you. Half of Asheville washed out and gutted, neighborhoods erased like chalk. 1 year later, entire towns still missing, buildings still flooded, roads still impassable, FEMA ghosts, rents rising. The world moved on, but we were still here, patching our roofs and praying our neighbors didn't all leave. And me, no car meant no job. I'd been driving 3+ hour day, juggling 70 clients and 100 miles of asphalt, then the wreck, and then Progressive. For weeks, I made daily calls and sent endless emails, stayed on hold listening to an elevator version of Don't Stop Believin'. They refused to tow my SUV, refused to inspect it, refused to move the case forward. And just like that, I became another file to shuffle, another liability to delay. A woman with a totaled car, no transportation, no rental, and a job on the line. They didn't care because big insurance never does. At the same time, I was fighting another machine, my mortgage company. After COVID, they gave homeowners a 1 year deferment. No penalties, no foreclosure threats. But after Helene, after a natural disaster, they came after us. Even after I applied for FEMA disaster relief, even after the local Eblin charities paid mortgage bills for me, even with a formal disaster assistance flag in my file, they still pushed for foreclosure. They said the rules were different now, but rules are just excuses when you've decided someone's expendable. I stayed calm. I used my brain twin to draft hardship letters. I turned paperwork into a sacred ritual, one more offering to the gods of bureaucracy. I wrote, documented, meditated, fought, and then slept for 12 hours because it was easier than being awake. And still, I survived. Sometimes I wondered if it was even in the same timeline. And it was really, really hard to give a shit about air or paper when my soul had been through fire. Because if this year has taught me anything, it's this. Big anything isn't coming to save us. It's your mom, your friends, the unturned ones. And no matter how many premiums you've paid, no matter how good your credit is, no matter how loud your storm was, they do not care. Not about you, not about your life, not about the aftermath. I'm still cleaning up the messes, still fighting to survive, but survive I will. The system has already tried worse. Cosmic clarity, the stats they hope you never absorb. In the US each year, 600,000 women are placed on involuntary psych holds. 450,000 plus women are raped. 2 to 3,000 are murdered by intimate partners. 10 million plus experience domestic violence. Women are twice as likely to be misdiagnosed with a mental illness and less likely to be believed when reporting pain or abuse. Black, Indigenous, neurodivergent, disabled, and LGBTQ plus women experience even higher rates of institutional harm, incarceration, and medical neglect. And when disaster hits, FEMA allocates less aid to rural and low income communities. Insurance claims from women are more likely to be delayed or denied. Single women and mothers are disproportionately impacted and the last to receive relief. This isn't a broken system, it's a functioning one, built to punish, profit, and erase. I have these two huge moles on top of my head, right where little devil horns might grow. Some days I imagine they're battle markers, helping me tap into the most no fucks to give version of myself. Other days I pretend they're antenna, picking up signals from the divine, downloading truth the world's not ready for. If I have to have these horns, they're going to be made of glitter. Because if I've learned anything, it's this: sometimes you can only trust yourself. When the system gaslights you, delays you, mocks your suffering, you root deeper, you return to earth, you build a fire from the inside out. Big insurance, big banking, big government, big medicine, big silence, big tech, big anything isn't the future. Rematriation is. We need mom and pop mechanics. We need neighborhood lending circles. We need herbalists, doulas, peer support networks, campfires, cousins, and carpools. We need local businesses that know your name. We need collective infrastructure owned by the people. We need repair, reciprocity, and roots. Because rematriation is resilience. And when we build new systems from the ground up, systems built on trust, truth, and togetherness, we don't just survive the storms, we end them. What do you think, guys? You like that one? Good chapter. Sorry, baby. Oh, yo, you weren't in the picture much. This is my editing team, listening crew, hype crew, and they always are participating in some of the podcasts and things that we are up to around here. So, Picklesaurus, Little E, Big Teddy for now. We got to think of a good name. We just introduced him. Big fan of Heron, so always holding this Heron feather. And Baby Yo Yo in our crew.